I'm Faye. This is my husband, Mike. We're on vacation here. I'm from England, but we both live in Chicago.
So he's American?
He's American.
Yes.
I'm English.
I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah?
So very
dude,
far.
that's an even crazier city, man. Holy shit.
So we moved to Chicago 2 years ago, and we love it.
Yeah.
Great food, great place to just visit and walk around.
Tell me about New Orleans, though. That seems like a crazy place to grow up in.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a couple of miles out of the city, and
Thank God. I don't know what would have happened if you actually lived there.
probably have a few more pounds on me. It's the big thing. I mean, the food is incredible. I think one of the things I like about Lisbon is it's also kind of got its own food culture, very similar to New Orleans, where it's like the food in New Orleans isn't like anywhere else in the world. I mean, it's got its own thing going on.
But like New Orleans is not really known for the food either, man. It's like,
Really? And in the U.S. it is, yeah.
I mean, my perception of New Orleans is insanity. Like complete insanity. Isn't that like every day? It's like the same, like the beads and the main
Mardi
street
Gras.
Mardi Gras thing. Isn't that like every night?
I mean, if you wanted to go to New Orleans and just get shit-faced every day, you could. But it is
Technically, you could.
it is more than that. I mean, it is my favorite nightlife city in the U.S., but it's also amazing food. It's one of the only places I've been to in America that has an area that feels like Europe. Like the French Quarter feels very old and European, and it's got its cobblestone streets, and it's called the French Quarter, but the buildings, the architecture is actually very Spanish, so it's not all that different from walking around parts of Portugal.
I guess it's just stereotype, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when you live there, you have people that have families there.
Have to go to school.
Yeah, you have to go. There's schools. There's no Mardi Gras in school, right? I hope.
We do get a week off from Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank God, man. Let's take the kids out of here, man. So what you're telling me is there's other stuff. Imagine I don't like drinking, I don't like partying. What do I go do in New Orleans?
I mean, I think the food and the history. When I tell people I'm from New Orleans, they say two things. One, can you cook? And two, I went to a bachelor party there once.
Yeah.
Those are the two things every time.
Yes. So okay, then tell me about the food. It seems like it's something super important there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a mix of a few different things. I mean, one, the South in America has its own kind of food culture, lots of
Yeah.
hearty fried chicken, fatty, hearty meals.
Yeah.
But it's also got a
Is it
French
like-
influence.
Yeah, because I think like a lot of people are from Haiti or
Yeah,
Haiti
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
So
that.
that's the other part is like a lot of African and Caribbean influence. So it's like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
African, Caribbean, French, and then like American South all kind of rolled together.
It's super unique. Like when you think about the U.S. overall, there's like only one place like New Orleans. It's New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
yeah.